how to use ze, them, zir pronouns.
What are we making up words now?
I like them. Z's a good person. I hope Z didn't forget Z's stuff yesterday. At least I think it was Z's. I hope Z is looking after themself. Now, I just want to say that there are many variations to Z pronouns. Some spell it with an X, some spell it with a Z. Some use theirself, some use themself like I did. Like, the spelling, it's up to you, it's up to your preference. So, if someone wants to use Z with a Z, then it's basically the same as Z with an X, it's just a spelling difference. And yeah, Z is the most common neopronoun according to the 2019 gender census, so you might find someone uses Z's pronouns.
Yeah, I think the pronouns are really confusing.
Yes, I don't even know what a pronoun is.
Isn't it amazing that basically all of us here went our whole lives without ever hearing the words Z, them, zir? Now they're everywhere. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a very quick and very crazy Clown World update for you guys today, and as usual, we have, well, very little time to waste. So let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment. So this rather husky individual is Roberta. Now, Roberta is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman and calls himself a transbian or trans lesbian. Now, I find it interesting that most of these transbians that we see here in these photos have a similar look. I can't really describe it other than a smashed thumb. It's neither here nor there. In case you're wondering, Roberta does use lesbian dating apps as well as ladies' restrooms. What?
Get a haircut, hippie.
Let's keep this party rolling with yet another celebrity who suffers from a severe case of TDS, also known as Trump derangement syndrome. Here we have Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now, it's bands like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Rage Against the Machine that are supposed to be edgy and anti-establishment. Well, turns out they walk in lockstep with the establishment. Roll it.
The Donald Trump phenomenon makes me sad. I thought he was much too ridiculous and absurd for people to take him seriously, and somehow they have, and it's puzzling, mostly puzzling to me because the type of people in the United States that I think take him seriously are people that feel really disaffected by the government, and they're having a hard time, and they can't get work, and they don't trust the government, and I don't trust the government either, but there are people who are having a hard time, and they're poor, and they can't get work, and they're unhappy with the economy, and they see him as a guy that can help fix it. But the truth is, this is a guy, like, these are poor people, and Donald Trump is a guy that was born rich, was given money, has only ever cared about anything in his life about getting as much money and power as he can get for himself. He's never been a philanthropic or kind person. He's never cared at all about the poor people in America in any way. And that now all of a sudden they think that he wants to take care of them. That's the part that I don't understand. But it just makes me sad, really. Yeah, he's like some idiot talking in a bar.
Personally, I think you're a fucking idiot.
All right, next up we have this Biden-Harris voter who says that the LPD, damn it.
LGBTQ2+.
Isn't that exactly what I just said? Whatever. Anyway, he says that that community will be taking over all of our holidays. Really? Roll it.
We took the rainbow and then Easter from God, and now I'm announcing tonight that the LGBTQ community is setting their sights on every single holiday on the calendar. That's right. Next up, we have the 4th of July. We are taking that. We're taking the barbecues. We're taking the Eagles.
Well, it's really messed up. Super gay.
So here we have another transbian or trans lesbian, and he's going to tell us his favorite transbian pickup line. Roll it.
So I just took off that dress, and I had a little bit of difficulty, and for whatever reason, it made me think of a stupid, like, transbian pickup line. I'm still learning how to get out of my dress. Can you show me how you do it? I'm...
What the hell are you talking about?
Next up, we have one of those Stitch TikToks, and the person coming in for the Stitch is a young lady that called white people milk crickets. This time she says the phrase, well, is racist and anti-Semitic? This should be interesting. Roll it.
Well. No shade to the original creator. I think that video is very relatable. If you get an opportunity, please go back and watch it. The reason that I am stitching their video is because I want them to know that the term well is a term that is based in anti-Semitism and anti-Black racism and is very, very harmful. I recognize that it has developed colloquially in society as something that's like, well, shit, obviously, look at that. Obviously it's going to happen. But you need to know that it came from a place of, well, shit, look at those Jewish people being obviously stereotypically Jewish. Well, shit, look at those Black people being obviously stereotypically Black, right? That's where well comes from. So as a community, as a collective society, we need to stop saying that. Stop saying well. Well.
So this next clip is honestly kind of sad. So this young lady who is a non-binary they, them has a self-diagnosis of autism, neurodivergency, and a whole list of other things. Roll it.
Let's talk about hair as a non-binary individual who has alopecia and also has sensory issues. Yes, I know that is a lot. Hi, I'm Dee, my pronouns are they, them, I'm non-binary. I also have alopecia, and luckily right now I'm not going through an alopecia spike. I've actually had a lot of hair recovery, which is amazing. But I'm also undiagnosed autistic / neurodivergent, so I get really bad sensory when my hair hits certain stages of length, such as the one it's in right now. On top of sensory overload, I also have gender dysphoria and body dysmorphia, and when my hair hits a certain level, I don't like her. She makes me uncomfortable. But I am really trying my best to grow my hair out, to have long, luscious hair as a non-binary individual, because your hair length does not equal your gender identity. But I'm struggling because I'm at that point where I want to cut my hair because it's touching places I don't like and it's just making me feel dysphoric.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
Hey, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen. Wow, it looks like this fellow is at the losing end of a BB gun fight. I mean, what if he needs an MRI or a CAT scan or something? He's got to take all that metal out of his face, right? Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by Brian Tresser. Brian, thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate the kind words, generosity, and support. Now, you're going to be hearing Brian's name quite a bit here in the next at least week or so because he sponsored a bunch of videos. And Brian, thank you so much for the message you sent along with it. I really appreciate it. So once again, today's video sponsor is Brian Tresser. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Oh, get this off the screen, please. Ugh, that's just gross.
The f*** is wrong with you?
All right, next up. So this young lady who identifies as a trans man is going to tell us about the changes she's gone through after being on testosterone for a year. Apparently, it must cause the growth of elf ears. Roll it.
I'm going to warn you about all the things that I wasn't warned about. Warning, these are going to get progressively less safe for work. Starting off nice and simple, your taste changes. A lot of the time on testosterone, your taste preference is going to move away from sweet and towards savory. You're going to start craving more protein, which makes a lot of sense. Now I know we're all aware you get hairier. However, I wasn't prepared for what that means. It means forbidden tickle. The forbidden, it's a spider, it's a bug, it's a slap it. That sensation's gonna start happening in a lot of places. Facial hair is makes me want to punch myself in the face. This is one of the funniest to me, given the whole pain Olympics that men tend to do, but your pain tolerance goes down. I'm gonna say that again, your pain tolerance goes down. Especially if it's like a stinging or pinching sensation. However, if you have chronic pain, like I also do, and it's joint related, then having muscles that are easier to grow, even just passively, reinforcing all of your joints, makes the chronic pain go down. I know we can all assume it'll affect your period, your hormone cycle in general. However, if you have something like PMDD, like I do, it also affects that quite a bit. You change your dose and stuff, it could bring about a hellish period nightmare, but just hang in there, because over time it should make everything calm the hell down.
I don't know what the f*** you're talking about.
So some of you know that every now and again I like to wrap these videos up with something positive, uplifting, or just plain funny. Give us a little break from the brain age we get the rest of the time. So we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of this young fellow learning English. Now the board on the wall says the world, and then it has Japan, Brazil, and Canada. Now, I don't know if this is a good teacher or not, just laughing their asses off at him, but hey, it's funny, so enjoy. Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time. Love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
Japan, Brazil, Brazil, Canada, Canada. Sí. Billy, Billy Pimpini, Billy Pimpini. Japan, Brazil, Brazil, Canada, Canada. Sí. Billy, Billy Pimpini, Billy Pimpini.
And you ain't black.